Imagine you follow a strict vegetarian diet. You arrive at a dinner party hosted by a close friend, but when you look at the buffet table, every dish is made with meat. How do you handle this? You could pull the host aside and lecture them about your dietary choices. You could demand they cook something else right now. You could quietly grab a drink and just mingle. Or you could turn right around and walk out the front door. Let's think about those more aggressive options. Yelling at the host creates a scene and ruins the evening for everyone, and leaving abruptly hurts your friend's feelings while cutting you off from connecting with the other guests. Neither approach is helpful for navigating a social event. The most balanced approach is to stay, follow your own principles by not eating the meat, but still enjoy the party and the company. You protect your personal boundaries without imposing them on others. This kind of thought experiment is called a situation reaction test. It is a tool organizations use to evaluate how much common sense and emotional intelligence you bring to the table. Unlike a math or history exam, you cannot cram facts for this. Instead, these questions measure your ability to stay composed and make practical decisions when dropped into an unpredictable environment. Thankfully, there is a reliable method to figure out the best response. Every question on one of these tests can be solved using a simple 4-part framework. This infographic outlines the core approach. First, stay positive by choosing optimistic, proactive responses. Second, be practical by avoiding extreme actions. Third, show responsibility by prioritizing accountability. Finally, adapt quickly by adjusting to immediate circumstances. This mind map displays the common types of situations you will encounter on the test. You can see categories ranging from handling interpersonal conflict and managing a team, all the way to navigating serious moral dilemmas and sudden emergencies. Memorizing those 4 rules gives you a universal toolset. Whether you are dealing with a workplace disagreement or a medical crisis, you can quickly filter out the bad options and pinpoint the most sensible choice. Let's apply this framework. Imagine you are a primary school teacher and a student asks you a question that you genuinely do not know the answer to. If we look at our rules, telling the student a made-up answer completely fails the show responsibility test because you are actively misinforming a child. Getting angry or punishing the student for asking a hard question violates the stay positive rule, as it relies on unnecessary hostility. The action that perfectly aligns with our framework is to admit you don't know, but promise the student you will study the topic and give them the answer tomorrow. It is an honest, practical, and highly responsible way to handle a knowledge gap. Now, let's scale up to something with higher stakes. You are walking through a busy shopping mall when you notice someone collapse on the floor. The people around you are frozen, unsure of what to do. Standing back to wait for someone else to take charge means delaying urgent help. Pulling out your phone to record the incident is even worse, offering zero assistance to the person in danger. Both of these reactions fail to show responsibility. The best response here is to immediately check if the person is breathing and perform CPR if you are trained to do so. You are adapting quickly to a sudden crisis and prioritizing the person's survival over social awkwardness. A minor classroom hiccup and a medical crisis look completely different on the surface, but by rigorously applying the exact same 4 rules, you can reliably isolate the most rational response every single time. It is easy to feel intimidated by these scenarios, but they are not designed to trick you or make you fail. The test simply wants to see the most constructive, level-headed version of you. This timeline infographic lays out the practical steps for the exam. At the red and yellow nodes, cross out negative options to find logical choices. Finally, for the green and orange sections, react quickly, trust your judgment, and keep your momentum going. Doing well on a situation reaction test requires adopting a calm, positive, and intensely practical mindset. Once you develop that mental habit, you gain a skill set that helps you navigate unpredictable real-world surprises just as effectively as you pass a written exam.